Hi everyone, my name is Destiny Tolbert. I serve as the Assistant Director of Student Success and Outreach in the Multicultural Center. Welcome to Hanging Out in the MC. Today we will be hanging out with Tineil Lewis Moore in student organizations at UT Dallas. So today we hope that you'll get a chance to learn more about how to get engaged on campus. We'll also talk about a few things on how to run a successful organization and gain network and collaboration opportunities. So help me welcome Tineil Lewis Moore. Hey Tineil, welcome. How are you? How is your day going?
Hey Destiny, thank you so much for having me. I'm having an awesome day and I'm so glad to be here with you.
Great. So how does it feel to be doing an online virtual interview right now? Does it feel weird? It's different? How do you feel?
Well, as you can imagine, it's a bit weird and different, but I'm always up for the challenge. So here we go. Why don't we just dive right in?
All right, so let's just dive right into it, right? So we know that life on college campus is the place to experience new things, learn what you enjoy. Why don't we first start with you briefly telling us about yourself here at UT?
It's funny you said that. I always tell students that college is the place for them to have new experiences, to learn and grow, and to figure out what they like and what they don't like. So it sounds like we're definitely on the right track with this interview at the start. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. So I am the Assistant Director of Student Organizations, and I also chair the large campus events. So large campus events for UTD are Weeks of Welcome, Homecoming, and the Late Night Final Exam Breakfast. I'm also a UTD alum, and I've been working with UT Dallas for about 11 years now.
So share with us your experience as an undergrad student, what that was like being on a campus. Were you engaged in any programs or organizations? What is one memorable moment from your undergrad experience that you can remember?
Wow, that's a great question. My undergrad experience was totally different than what the students are experiencing now. At that time, we did not have res halls, we did not have a dining hall, we did not have parking garages or a misting fountain in the middle of campus on the Student Union Mall. And you literally could drive through the center of campus in front of the Student Union, which you, of course, can no longer do. So I definitely had a separate and different experience than what the students are going through now. Regarding my involvement, so if you ask some people, they would probably say that I was over involved. I think that during my undergrad career, I probably was in about 7 student organizations on campus. So those groups range from Soul Steppers, which was a on-campus step team. We had Perpetual Praise Gospel Choir. We had the Black Student Alliance that I was a member of. I served as the vice president, but then also as the historian. And I believe at one point in time I was the community service chair as well. I was also in a group like empowering women and a book club, and I also participated with SWAB as the executive chair, which is similar to the president in most standard organizations, but then also as an office assistant with the SWAB organization, and then also as their traditions chair that they had as well. So one of my most memorable moments, which I love this so much, so being a part of the Black Student Alliance, of course we had a fundraising group. And so for us, we came up with an idea in BSA to create a fundraiser called Grill 'em Up. And so essentially, we took a barbecue pit and we grilled hamburgers and hot dogs right out on the Student Union Mall. And we sold combo meals during the lunchtime. So you could get a hamburger or a hot dog with chips and a drink, or you could just buy the individual entree. And we made so much money hosting that fundraiser. And we had such a good time just hanging out on the Student Union Mall, grilling, taking pictures, listening to music. So that would probably have to be one of my most memorable moments as an undergrad at UTD.
So So we know that student activities is a great way to get involved, and providing a break from the stress of classes, it adds an element to your education. If a student wants to get involved but don't know where to begin, where should they start?
Destiny, that's another great question. I feel like with the Student Organization Center, we get this question a lot. So, the first place that I would say a student should start when they're seeking to get involved on campus is with Presence. Presence is a student engagement platform that we utilize to connect students to areas of involvement. So, a student can go onto the Presence platform and view all the currently registered student organizations. They also can take a look at all of the upcoming events that may be hosted by student organizations, but also could be hosted by departments as well. And you know what the beauty of Presence is? Once a student is enrolled with the UT Dallas campus, they already have an account. So it's simple for them. They just go to utdallas.presence.io and log in with their UT Dallas NetID and password. So it's quick, it's simple, and it's a great place for them to view and look at all of the organizations kind of at their leisure. So they can take their time and really figure out where they'd like to get involved and which organizations they'd like to connect with. So, my second place that I would encourage students to look at when they're trying to get involved on campus is to look on Presence under the Forms section. The Student Organization Center has a student organization match card. So, this match card is helpful as it asks students about their hobbies, what sort of new experiences they might want to have while they're at UT Dallas, what types of things that they did in the past when they were in high school. And it really gathers some great information from the student who is looking to get involved. And so when a student fills that out, it comes automatically to the staff at the Student Organization Center. We review the match card, and then we provide an email with 3 to 5 recommended areas of opportunities. And so our recommendations could be for student organizations, it could be for other departments that the students could connect with, or it could be also for sponsored student organizations on campus as well. So we are really taking the time and putting a lot of thought into these recommendations for the match cards because we really want students to get connected to the things that interest them or the things that they want to learn more about.
Nice, 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 awesome. So, how many and what type of student organizations are there on the UT Dallas campus? All of us should know about.
Oh my goodness, we have such a variety. Currently, we have over 350 registered student organizations on campus. Some of those organizations are cultural groups, we have religious groups, we have special interest groups, we have academic groups for the students looking to make more connections and network with people who are in the same field of study. We even have fraternities and sororities on campus, and the list goes on. So there's so much variety on our campus that students have such a wealth of organizations that they can choose from.
Cool. So, how can a student join an organization or attend an organizational meeting?
Ooh, another really great question. We get this one a lot too. So there are a variety of ways that student organizations will fill their memberships. So some groups have a process that you will have to fill out a membership application. Some groups have a process where you have to pay membership dues. Some organizations have a really simple process that says, okay, just sign up on our email list and you're a member, or just come to our meetings and you're considered a member. So I really would encourage students to reach out to those organizations, make a connection with them, and to ask about their membership and how does one become a member of the organization, because there's not just one size fits all process for becoming a member of an organization. So a student can go again back to Presence and they can see click on an organization, they can see the president's name and email address, and then they can connect with them and ask that specific question. So that way they know specifically kind of what they need to do to become a member of that particular organization.
Awesome. So, are there any traditional events and programs sponsored by student organizations students should participate in?
I would really hate to only pinpoint a few programs. I will say this though, all of our student organizations have extraordinary programs. I would encourage students to get out there and attend and participate as many student organization events as your schedule will allow. Now, you do still have to go to class and you do still have to do your classwork, but you should still make a little bit of room to get out there and have some fun. The most important thing, it's all about going out there and creating memories and having those new experiences while you're a student at UT Dallas.
So, another question that comes to mind is how can student organizations be established? If one is interested in starting up a totally different organization on campus that is not already an active organization on campus but wants to establish it and has an interest for it, what are those steps that they can take?
I'm so glad that you asked that question and that I have this opportunity to share this information with students. So we at the SOC office are registering new organizations year round. So there is no deadline for when new student organizations have to be created. We are willing to work with and assist any student that is interested in creating a brand new organization for UT Dallas. There are a few things that are needed in order for us to begin the process. So, a student would need to have 5 currently enrolled UT Dallas students, 1 full-time faculty or staff member from UT Dallas as the organization advisor, and a written constitution for the organization as well. We do have a lot more of the details and the specifics about creating a new student organization listed on the SOC website. So if a student is interested in creating a new group, they can go out to our website at utdallas.edu/SOC, or SOC for short. And we're so excited when we get all these applications in to register brand new organizations. We just feel like the more organizations we have, the more variety and the more opportunities we can provide for students to get involved on campus.
Awesome. All right. So, is there opportunity for students to expand their resume?
Oh my goodness, yes, definitely. I think that participation in student organizations as well as holding leadership positions is a great way for students to expand their resumes. Extracurricular activities allow for students to learn more about leadership and gain more soft skills such as communication, conflict resolution, delegating, time management, and other soft skills that employers are really looking for when they're hiring their new employees. There is definitely the opportunity and the space for a student to turn their leadership into a narrative for their resume.
And last but not least, but what are the benefits of campus involvement, or why should one be involved on campus?
Destiny, this is probably my favorite question of our interview session today. I believe that students should get involved on campus because it helps them to network and make connections with a variety of people on campus. It helps them to get that secondary education outside of the classroom, and it helps them to really start to make a connection with the university and make sure that they feel at home within the university as well. It's also good for stress relief, and it's good to go out a little bit after classes and after tests and exams and have a little bit of fun and connect with like-minded people. And also, it's an opportunity for students to explore unexplored areas. So they may have something that they're interested in learning. Maybe they're interested in learning a new language, learning to paint, learning to take pictures. Maybe they're interested in learning about a new culture. So involvement brings with it all of these opportunities for them to gain these new skills and new experiences and meet new people as well.
Wow, this was great information, full of information that we all learned today. So thank you for just taking out the time to hang out with us and chat with us in the MC about how to get involved on campus. tell us, how can students learn more about student organizations and how to get connected on campus?
Destiny, you're so welcome. Thank you so much for having me and for giving me this opportunity to share with you about how our students can connect and get involved on campus. If students want to know more about student organizations and how to get involved, they can visit our presence page. Again, that is utdallas.presence.io. They can visit us through our university website, that is utdallas.edu/SOC. And they also can always contact us by email at soc@utdallas.edu. And don't forget to follow us on social media. That's Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at UTDSOC.
Awesome. Well, thank you again for joining us, Tineil, and thank you for tuning in with us today. Have a great day.